Hi guys, I'm at my grandmother's place in Nova Scotia. So I just read Katabasis by R.F. Kuang, and I gotta say, I love R.F. Kuang. She's one of my favorite authors. However, this book just kind of disappointed me a little bit. I feel like The Poppy War is such a compelling book, as well as Babel. Babel is amazing. I absolutely love it. Super compelling. Yellowface, not necessarily compelling, but very, very messy and entertaining. It felt kind of like a reality show, and I absolutely loved it. However, this new book, Katabasis, I really enjoy the concept. I love the idea of going into hell as a Cambridge student who needs to revive your evil, abusive professor. However, once we arrived in hell, I feel like the book just kind of stalled a little bit. I feel like going through all the courts of hell didn't feel as distinct as they needed to be. Personally, I've read Inferno by Dante, which is one of the books that is referenced quite a lot throughout the novel. And in Inferno, I feel like all of the different layers of hell are very, very distinct, and you can really feel the difference between them. However, in Catabasis, I just kind of get the sense that like everything kind of blurred together. And throughout the course of the book, we kind of see the history and backstory between the two characters, Peter and Alicia. Was that her name? Anyway, we see the history between the two characters, and for the most part, I just really did not care for it for the majority of the book. I only really started caring towards the end when the thing happened. That's when I got invested in it. However, I just feel like the book kind of stalled and wasn't as impactful as I expected it to be. And so I've got to say, I'm a little disappointed in this novel. As I said, I absolutely love R.F. Kuang. However, this is definitely my lowest rated book from her. I would give it like a 3 stars, maybe 3.5 stars if I'm being generous. When all of her other books are basically like 5-star reads for me personally. Yellowface, maybe 4 stars. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, because while I flew through this book, it took me like maybe a day and a half of listening to it. I didn't really enjoy it as much as I expected to. And so I'm just curious to hear what everyone else thinks of it, because I've been seeing some articles posted and I don't know. It was just kind of meh for me. But depending on what you guys say, I might give it another chance in the future and see if maybe it was just the wrong time, but the right book. So let me know. Anyway, thank you guys. Bye.